Hello everyone, we are Gudrun and today we are going to present chapter 4 which is labor. Labor is one of the four factors of production and it is very important because without worker, land and machine cannot be produced anything. This is why labor is called the active and lead factor of production. Labor is any physical or matter that work done to earn money. Example, teacher, doctor, engineer, and farmer are all worker, all labor because they work to receive money and salary. Next, there are different types of labor. The first type is skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled labor. Skilled refer to workers who have special education and proper training, such as the doctor and engineer. Semi-skilled refer to workers who have some training but not high qualification, professional qualification, such as the driver. And unskilled labor refer to workers who have no or little training, such as the cleaner. The second type of labor is productive and unproductive labor. Productive labor helps us to produce goods and services that increase volume, and unproductive labor does not directly add value to the production of goods and services. The third type is manual and manual labors. Manual labor mainly use physical strength, while mental labor is use knowledge and thinking skill. The fourth type is professional and administrative labor. Professional labor include expert like lawyer and officer, while administrative labor include manager who organize and manage work. Uh, the the fight finally there is employing and unemployed laborers. Employed labor mean people who had one, and unemployed labor mean people who willing and able to work but they cannot find a job. Next, I will explain the characteristic of labor. The first characteristic is that labor means human effort. It always requires physical and mental energy. And the second labor is perishable. This means if workers do not work today, working time is lost forever and cannot be restored for tomorrow. The third, another characteristic is that labor has intelligence and judgment. Unlike machine, people can solve problems, can think, and make decisions. Workers are also different in efficiency because everyone has different skill, education, and experience. The last characteristic is that labor's efficiency that can be improved the through the education, training, and practical experience. Now, let me discuss the importance of labor. First, labor is the basis of consumption because workers earn income and use it to buy goods and services. Second, labor is labor is basis of production because worker produce without worker producer cannot be produce the good and service. Third, labor is the basis of distribution because wages paid to labor is the part of the country national income. Labor is the basis of economies. Skill, hardworking, and intelligence increase production and help develop country economically.
My role is to talk about supplies of labor, further effective supplies of labor, divisions of labor, and further divisions of labor. The first look at what is supplies of labor. Supplies of labor means number of people who are willing and able to work in a country. Different business need different kinds of worker, so supplies of labor will be more or less than what is needed. Now let's look at the other part, factor affecting supplies of labor. The first factor is population. Population. If a country has large population, it usually have more workers. The second factor is migration and immigration. Migration means the people who move to another country. Immigration means the people who move into a country. For example, the people in Myanmar who come to work in Thailand, so supplies of labor in Thailand will increase and supplies of labor in Myanmar will decrease. Now look at the third factor is social tradition. Social tradition means different family needs different kinds of job. Some work in farm or factory. Some become teacher, doctor, or office worker. The fourth letter is wage level. Wage level means if wages are low, more people may decide to work to earn enough money. When wages are high, the fewer people may decide to stay because one income may already support their family. The last factor is government law. It's known as laws of the country. Some work protect children and women. Some work don't allow children to work in full time. Working over 8 hours may also be limited. So this law may affect the number of people who are allowed to work in a country. Now let's talk about divisions of labor. What is divisions of labor? Divisions of labor mean dividing work into smaller tasks and give it to different workers according to their skill. So this will help people work faster and produce more goods. Now look at further divisions of labor. Number one is simple divisions of labor. This means two or more workers work together to complete one job. Number two is occupational divisions of labor. This means each person does a specific occupation such as teacher, doctor, or engineer. Number three is complex divisions of labor. This means workers perform specialized tasks to make a final product. Number four is horizontal divisions of labor. This means different workers do different jobs at the same stage of production. For example, in a car factory, some workers work near the car body, while others meet edges, so they work at the same time. So it is called a horizontal division of labor. The last one is vertical divisions of labor. This means worker complete different stage of production. For example, in a textile factory, one department spin cotton into the thread, and another department with the thread into the cloth. So these called vertical divisions of labor because works follow one step after another. That's all my part.
And now I will continue to present about the advantage of the advantage of divisions of labor. Divisions of labor mean breaking a job into a smaller tasks and giving each task to the different worker, and each worker specialize in one job. And this helps business produce goods more quickly and efficiently. First, I'm going to explain about the advantage to the producers and workers. For producers, divisions of labor increase production because each worker focus on one task and become more skilled. It also helps qualities of good product and save time, reduce waste, and lower the cost of the price. For worker, right person does the right jobs. This helps their efficiency and help them become expert in their works. It also reduces physical and mental strain because workers repeat their familiar job. And moreover, business and moreover business are growth and employment opportunities are created. Number two, advantage to the consumer and society. And now let's talk about the advantage, the benefits of consumer and society. For consumer enjoy lower price because products costs are reduced, and and they they also have a great varieties of product of their choice, and this improve their standards of living. Second, society. Societies also benefit. Divisions of labor promote economic development and more job and provide employment opportunity for both skilled and unskilled workers. Number three, disadvantage of divisions of labor. Although divisions of labor have many advantages, it also has some disadvantage. First, monotony, which means doing the same task every day can make workers feel bored. Second, there is a risk of job loss. Example, if people stop buying the product, and workers may lose their job. Third, exploitation, which means women and children receive the lower wage of their works. And the last one is class conflict. Class conflicts occur because producers earn much higher profit while workers earn lower wage. We talk about the meaning, the advantage, and the effect it and the way to improve it. And my meaning of emphasis of labor, that mean emphasis of labor mean the productivity of a worker. It shows how well a worker can produce good or service. That is depend on three things, and the first one is uh, quality, quantity. That is quantity, not a quality. Quantity of product made by a worker, and the second one is quality of a product, and the last one is time spent to produce it. And emphasis of labor, that is important. That is important because because that help in increase national income and give more profit to producer and to improve quality of a product. And the advantage of emphasis of labor, the first one is increase in national income. Efficient workers use resource better, so production increase a country or more income. The second one is less waste. Efficient workers use machine and use machine and material carefully, so there is less waste. The third one is more profit. Efficient worker lower the cost of production, so producer earn more profit. And the last one is good quality produce. Efficient labor produce better quality good. And now let's talk about the pattern emphasis of labor. The first one is raises hereditary quantity. That means some people are naturally clever clever they are naturally learn faster and work harder than the other. The second one is climate condition. Climate climate condition is hot, very hot or very cold climate can reduce moderate climate in the better work. Is is the better work. And the third is education. Education. That means people people have education. They if people have education, they are work work faster than someone don't have. And number four is level of wage. Image, and you can imagine if you work the same work and the your manager give you a not give you a low wage, not the same wage, but you work the same work together, and what you will feel, you will feel uh you will feel a interest loss, you will lose interest in work. And but if your manager give you the same wage, you will you will reduce efficiency. And the fifth one is hope of future promotion. A worker, if if worker if worker have to
promotion, you have to promote them, and they can work harder. The last one is working hour. The work in if you working in very long time, you will tired and reduce efficiency. And the way to improve the labor efficiency, and that has 5 ways. The first one is prepare and promote with, and the second one is give incentive and allowance. The third is limit working hour to 8 hours, and the fourth is improve working condition, and the last one is provide social security. In my conclusion, I have to say, and in my conclusion, the efficiency of labor, that mean worker ability, the worker ability to work, and the worker ability to produce more and better good in less time. That is so important. It is important. It is important for worker production and the whole economy, and it can be improved in many ways, such as education, fair wage, and better working condition, and proper working hour. And efficient labor is very important for economic growth and development. Thank you. And